Hello my beautiful creatives, and welcome back to my art studio. My name is Chrissie B, and I'm a creativity coach hoping to inspire you to live a more creative life every day. Now, we are on day 7 of our 8-layer journaling, which is adding our words to our pages that we're in the process of creating. I hope that's going well for you. I'm loving the feedback. Thank you so much for everyone who's commenting. So today's all about the words. And what I did was, I was gonna look through magazines, and I actually did look through quite a lot of magazines, but I realized that the way that I wanted to do my words for my pages was I wanted to type up all of the lessons that I feel that I'm learning at the moment. Lessons that I'm learning, things that I think I should be learning, like I should be applying to my life. And so I just typed all those up on my computer. I gave them a typewriter font, and then I printed them on my printer. These are just on regular computer printer paper. And then, because I know we have a 15-minute time limit, and if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know that I actually went over my time limit by 5 minutes. So I wanted to try to do some preemptive preparation to see if I can help that. And so what I did was I trimmed on the printer paper, I trimmed my margin off. And then I just took, using my scissors, I just cut down the length of each one of my thoughts and left it attached at this tail margin. So I didn't cut that margin off. So the reason I did that was because a few of my thoughts float to the next line, and I didn't want to lose that. So here's when it says, get up, get dressed, show up and do the work. The rewards will come later. Well, this little later, I didn't want to lose that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I will have my trusty scissors next to me, and I will just cut the thought out for whatever card's sitting next on my page. Now, unlike yesterday's video, I'm not gonna do so much like picking and choosing what thought's gonna go on each card. I'm just gonna kind of like do them as they come up. So I hope that will help take a little bit less time. Cut the time down a little bit. But instead of me like blathering on about this, I'm gonna just get started. So I'm getting my timer out, and I have got my glue pad next to me. So let me pull that so you can see it, and I'll move my words out of the way. So that is my glue pad. Okay. So do I need to zoom it all? So here's my glue pad. I have a pair of scissors. I've got my stack of cards here. I love them. If you would like to share your images of your cards that you're creating at whatever stage it is that you're on, whatever session you're on, please feel free to do that on Instagram with a hashtag of 8-layer journaling. That would be awesome. I'm really excited. I love seeing them. So 15 minutes, ready, go. So here's my first one. This one says, you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. And I have a tendency to kind of cut them into smaller sections. So I'm going to continue to do that now. And then try to get them on there kind of straightish. So that's that card. And this one is gonna be, let's see, I'm gonna do this one. This one says, step out of the history that is holding you back, step into the new story you're willing to create. So just snip it off of its little paper. Okay, step into the history that is holding you back. That's good. And we'll just glue that little thing down. Straightish, please. Then the the issue I am concerned about is making sure that I pay attention enough to make sure I put these in the right order. Can you imagine? I put all 4 of these lines in the wrong order. Eee! That would make me sad. And there's no wrong or right way to do this. You can use whatever quotes you want. I will, just so you know, I'm gonna have a copy of all of the thoughts that I typed up out on my YouTube, out on my WordPress channel, which is beautifulcreatives.com. So if you'd like to go take a copy of that, you'll just be able to copy and paste those out of today's journal entry, and then you put those into a Word document or something. Change the font however you would like it, to whatever font you would like, and you will be set if you are having issues coming up with your own ideas. So this one says, if you do the work you love and the work fulfills you, the rest will come. Oops, try not to lay my paper into wet glue. Let's see, we'll put that over to the side a little bit. If you do work that you love and the work fulfills you, let's line those up on the right hand side, kind of like that. Maybe? Oh, I do want to keep doing what I'm doing. And the rest will come. Now this cum is tiny, 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 so I'm gonna get my fingers sticky. I have pretty large fingers. That's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay, next thought. Let's see, clip it off of my little fringy page. Okay. You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. Okay, this one we're cutting up into a few more pieces than the last few pages. We have 10 minutes, 11 seconds left, which means I'm going to slow, I think. Put you there. I usually start from the top down, but because there's so many pieces here, I want to make sure that let go, trust. See if I can get that on there. It's very sticky. My finger's very sticky. Breathe. The way that I came up with a lot of these was thinking about advice from my mom. Advice that I'd want to give to my daughter if I had a daughter. Things that, messages that are coming up in my world that I feel like the universe is trying to tell me. And then I did Google some. I Googled motivational thoughts. I got some from the Dalai Lama, some from Oprah Winfrey. I got a few from Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is my girl. I love her. She's so, she's like my auntie. I'd love to have her as my auntie. I've got an amazing auntie. But you can always have another auntie, right? Can't you? So there's another one. 4 cards down. Oh my goodness. Don't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes you have to get back up. Oh, I'm going to use this one. To me, this one seems better for this card. Concentrate on what you don't have. Oh, nope. I don't have the whole thing. This was another one of those 2-line thoughts. Says, and this was an Oprah thought. Be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never have enough. So let's put that down. There's no real rhyme or reason necessarily why I'm doing this. I just kind of want to cover part of her and cover part of my background and call it good. Let's see. One more. Probably when I chose my thoughts, I probably should have chosen shorter thoughts. Maybe that would have been easier. Gluing down 1 or 2 pieces instead of 4 or 5. But I think my plan for these cards, now that I'm, you know, 7 days into it now, I feel like my plan is that I will pull a card every day, or maybe one a week. I don't know, something that I feel like, okay, universe, talk to me. What do I need to remember this week? And then pull that card. This one is a short one. Trust the magic of new beginnings. Just clip that in half. And let's start at the top here. Okay, see, it's so much nicer when they're short. The biggest adventure you could ever take is to live the life of your dreams. This is also an Oprah quote. This is one of my favorites of hers. Because when I first discovered this quote, the idea of living my dreams was the scariest thing I could possibly think of. But to hear it from Miss Oprah, it's like, oh, maybe I could do it. I'll split this one again, so it feels a little more balanced on the page to me. I'm not sure I'm going to make the deadline again this video. Dang. there's that one. We have 3 minutes and 25, there's no way. 3 minutes, 25 seconds. This one I'm gonna go way over. See if I can purposefully select a couple of short ones. Go live your dreams out loud. I think I've talked about this in a cup of chat in the past. I have a tendency to worry about being too loud, taking up too much space, being too visible. And I'm trying to remember that I am supposed to be taking up space. I'm supposed to be taking up noise, making noise. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just get back up and try again. This is a huge one for me. I'm sure there are others out there who feel the same way. If I fail at something, I end up kicking myself really hard and then feeling worse about the failure, which probably in the big scheme of things wasn't that big a deal. So it's the don't be so hard on yourself. Just get back up and try again. That is where my lesson is. Get back up, try it again. Don't quit, you big girl. You big girl? Where did that come from? Anyways, there's that one. And then this one. We'll do this one. Live today as if it were a gift. Live today. And we'll just clip these in two. I thought for sure that this day would go a little faster, but obviously not. Unlike yesterday's photo, the image one, I was only 5 minutes over yesterday, so I didn't feel so bad about that. Today I'm so far over. Oh. This one's a long one. And it says, I don't always know what I want to do, but I do know what kind of woman I want to be. Which is my 100% truth. This is a Dion von Furstenberg quote. I think part of my issue too is I know what kind of woman I want to be. I just don't exactly know how to get there to be her 100%. That's something I'm working on this year. "23 seconds. So now, do I have you sit and watch me the whole time I'm trying to figure these out? Get these cut and put down? Would that be really boring for you? I haven't really edited much of anything out of all of the videos up to now because I wanted you to see like my process, like even my thinking process, when things are going right, when things are not going right. So, I don't know. I'm going to just keep going. I don't even know how many cards I have left. This one says, turn your wounds into wisdom. Thank you, Miss Oprah. This is a long one. This is a really long one. I don't know if I'll use this one because it's so long. It's 3 lines without even being cut out. Let's do her because she is taller. She goes through the whole page, and because this quote is so, or this thought is so long, this was an Oprah quote. I told you I got a lot of ideas from Miss Oprah. It says, dare to be different, dare to be a pioneer, be the kind of woman who in the face of adversity will continue to embrace life and walk fearlessly towards the challenge. This is a long one, but because she is so tall on the page, she actually, those words will fit with her without covering like her head or anything. So we'll put that there. Try to get them straight. It's a little hard to see straightness from the angle I'm looking. And I try really hard not to put my head under the camera, which would help me see straight on. Nobody wants to see the top of my head. So today, my puppies are sleeping, and my hubby has taken my nephew and his friends out to play basketball while I am recording my video today. It is a very rainy, snowy kind of day today, which is kind of rare for our area. The Pacific Northwest in Oregon doesn't really experience a lot of snow, and kind of like today, it's not really sticking. It's just kind of, we're just all kind of aware that it's happening because it still gets to the 40s here, which is not cold enough to keep snow on the ground, but it's pretty to watch as it comes down. And because my puppies were gonna go with the kids, my hubby and the kids, but they were like, we ain't having this. This is their first experience with snow, and it's not really quite, you know, enough of an experience to say, oh look, there's snow, because it's not sticking, but they still weren't having it. It's too wet, too cold. So let's see. I need to tear some of this excess off because it's becoming a little unwieldy. It's hard to use. When you are feeling bad for yourself, get up and go help someone else. That was a mama advice. You never know what you're capable of until you go out and try. Put that one on that one. Get up, get dressed, show up, and do the work. The rewards will come. I think that said later, but I don't know where the later went. See, that was the exact one, wasn't it? You never know what you're capable of until you go out and try. Unlike yesterday, I did not think about setting the timer again to see how far over I'm actually going to go. I'm thinking it'll probably be like 10 minutes over. Oops, and I dropped one of my coats on the floor because I have a long sleeve sweater on and I grabbed it and threw it on the floor. Oops, that's a very long. There we go. I just want it all to fit on there. Let's grab the quote from the floor. Now I'm going to glue the whole thing at once. See if that makes it a little faster. And cut it after the fact. So let's lay it down. I generally know where I want to cut it. Sorta. Let's get the top one laid down so I can lift this and straighten it. Okay, there's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 left. This thought didn't seem to go with the little Zen meditating lady. Wherever you are feeling bad for yourself, get up and go help someone. Whenever you are. It was actually faster to do this whole strip at once. Let's do this one a little different. Let's put it above her. Oops. Okay. How's that? Call that one good. 4 more. Is that right? 4. Yeah, 4 more. Let's lay these out. See if that makes it go a little faster. And I have a whole page of thoughts left. Ooh, almost cut my finger. Put you there, put you there. I'll read them to you in just a moment. I'm kind of sad to not be using some of these thoughts. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to stop and make more cards. I lost the word else. I just found the word else on my lap. I need to go see if I can figure out where that came from. Okay, put those, rest of those out of the way. I didn't cut this one out, I'm not sure why. So let's kind of clip it out now. Okay. So this one says, don't let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. I'll do this one in 2 lines. Okay, the surest way to be miserable is to try and please everybody. I don't know if I want to trade these two. Let's do this one. I'm pretty sure about this one. Be the kind of woman that when your feet hit the floor each morning, the devil says, oh crap, she's up. Do this one in 3. Okay, I've lied. I like that she's taller. I think she can take the longer quote, balance-wise. And I dropped part of my quote on the floor because of my sweater. Today was not the day to wear a long sweater. But because it's cold out, it's nice and kind of scrumdiddlyumptious to have a nice big comfy sweater on. Let's see, I don't want those to match. So it's too late to move that. Yep, too late. It's all right. Good enough. The surest way to be miserable is to try to please. The surest way to be miserable is to try and please everybody. Don't know if that's proper English, but that's how I wrote it in my head, from hearing it in my head. Ooh, my camera stopped. I have no idea how much of that I missed, so hopefully you know where I'm at. I'm on the last card. Hopefully you didn't miss too much of the last couple of cards. So this has been a longer video. Oops. Dang it. Last word. Staircase. Okay. Let's put my glue away. tear off that sheet because it's gross. Put that out of the way. And let's take a peek at all of the cards as they stand right now. Okay. Zoom in. There's card number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, these took a little bit longer because I typed up some really long thoughts. This would go so much faster if you had smaller thoughts than I did. You can also, I mean, there really is no right or wrong way to do this. The 15 minutes is really a way to give yourself a timeline that's not overwhelming, something that's very easily manageable, something that I feel is not terribly overwhelming, especially for someone like myself, someone with anxiety issues. If I say I'll do something for 15 minutes, I can commit to 15 minutes. That is not scary to me. So going over that time limit doesn't really bother me because usually by the time 15 minutes is up, I'm usually in the swing of whatever it is I'm doing. And if I'm not hating it, I'll keep going. If I hate it, I will stop. I'm not gonna torture myself, but yeah, so that's where we're at today. We have one more session tomorrow. That is pen work. So what you'll want for that, I called it pen work, but it's pen. I use black pen, white pen, regular pencil, a fat pencil. You could use any kind of writing utensils you want, and you could use as many as you want. So yeah, so tomorrow I will have for sure a black pen, a white pen, a regular pencil, and a fat pencil like a carpenter's pencil or a kindergartner's pencil. Those are really cool for making a little bit fatter marks. So if you have that in hand tomorrow, you will be ready to go. Just make sure you have your cards with you. And that is it for today. So until tomorrow, bye for now.